Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to ROCtober. I am your ASMR commentator, Edward the Dark Logo Shelton, here with my good friend from Stratagem, Wes, the also awesome player.
You left Team Stratagem out of your video.
Dude, real talk, I didn't know what y'all's lineup was outside of you, Easton, and Howard because of the whole Heraclix weird thing. So I didn't want to.
It's awkward, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to.
So we just accepted and move on.
Lockjaw chooses TK, bringing the Mjolnir over to Mr. Steph.
Is there a point that Lockjaw never picks TK on first turn?
When you don't have an object to equip?
That is correct, sir.
So yeah, PJ won map roll and has taken him to Crossfire Canyon. I think the last time they matched up in the Swiss, he took him to the underground caverns.
So
why do you think he's brought him to Crossfire Canyon on
Because
this time
he's
around?
trying to get more ants adjacent. He probably figured out that giving up the choke is more advantageous, so that he can get more ants adjacent to Mistress Death. Because if Mistress Death has to keep swinging on ants, it doesn't matter if she clears; she's going to bring more and more ants up.
That doesn't matter. And she doesn't clear off the ants anyways because they're not standard characters.
Now, do you think that giving Mistress Death a more wide open map gives Lucas the opportunity to get an Alpha Strike?
I think that PJ's engagement is so quick and so heavy that it doesn't really make a difference whether or not it's open or closed, right?
Yeah.
I think that he's just going to base him with ants, base him with the Hulk. It's going to be the same match either way. The only difference is, I think for PJ, is that Star Fox has more lines of fire.
Well, Star Fox has more life fire. The other thing you have to think about too is if PJ ever feels like he wants to go into a defensive position against Lucas's team, he can just produce a crap ton of ants for a brief period for 1 or 2 turns. He does have Captain America, so Captain America can do his power action, make one that Ant-Man's move, generate an ant, and then just start surrounding himself with ants and just say, "Hey, Lucas, come at me and rush out Pulse Wave."
These ants are standard size with the flight ability, but not the wing symbol.
Only if
Wasp is on the
field.
field. If Wasp gives them flight, plus 3 speed and stealth.
And he's got Wasp gives all 3 of those passive bonuses.
Yes.
Jeez.
Plus 3 movement, flight,
Stealth.
See, we got see him here, right?
And of course, the flight ability now grants carry.
which
Generating swapping into
dumb.
lab coat Hank Pym.
Say again?
What do you know the passive
That's
bonus?
Empower.
Empower. All right,
Yeah.
so it looks like PJ might be arming up for.
Yeah, it's preparing, right?
What PJ is doing by switching to Hank Pym, I'm trying to be as quiet as I possibly
Yeah,
can.
you lean in and
Because my voice travels. If y'all don't hear me, just put a Edward talk louder in the chat. But the issue is that when you switch to Hank Pym, unless PJ comes in and pulse waves him or outwits him, he's going to be protected.
No. What he did is he moved Cap up with he moved Star Fox up with Cap, and now he has the Empower. So he's flurrying 14 for 6. Star Fox.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, that is a
Effective combo.
very effective play.
yeah.
Did he miss?
No, he didn't.
How do you
flurried
measure the 14
twice.
attack?
But he swung twice on Lockjaw.
Why did he attack Lockjaw? I wonder.
Why wouldn't he attack Mr. Steph?
Somebody got shape change.
No. Oh, okay. So
Somebody got shape
Mr.
changed.
Steph
Mr. Death has shape
has shape change.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Otherwise, that's potentially one dead. That actually is one dead mistress. No, she has toughness on first click.
But flurry. 4/6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has to land it twice. That's
It's still dead.
Super dead.
Super dead.
no, because it's
14 for 6 twice.
No, 14 for 6 twice is yes.
No,
No, I
so
could-
heroes to 1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
5, 6.
Yeah, but she'll be on last click if she missed if he hits the first time.
Oh, because
She'll be on last click, and
But
then,
he didn't hit at all, obviously, because of the shape change.
Yeah, she'll have super sense on last click.
Mm-hmm.
You need some
Shape
people
change.
back here that know how to play HeroClix.
I know.
So y'all go and sit down.
Sure. Let's put the
I was about to say we have
the man with the plan.
the world champion and our great host Mr. Howard Brock here.
Howard Brock has just stepped into the booth, everybody.
And
The crowd goes wild.
Somebody else that has a voice that can carry more than my own.
Yeah.
Who won that choice?
PJ.
PJ did. He's got a +5, +6 theme team, the Avengers.
It's good to see Ants having a lasting effect on the meta.
Is that what he played, the Ants?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
playing 2
Ants
Wasps.
Ants are great.
2 Wasps, Fast Forces Hulk, Fast Forces Cap, Star Fox, Mjolnir.
The question is, of 2 Wasps, would that increase your move? No, but level 3.
Well, remember though that they can carry each other. The Ants can carry each other because they don't have to fight symbol, right? So the -1 +3, it actually nets a +3.
+3, yeah.
Did you start?
What the heck just happened? Well, I could blink.
Mistress Death and Ironheart. Ironheart just carried
Adam
Mistress Death up
Freaking
behind our logo there.
This is
Yeah.
only for people who know how to play clicks.
Oh, I gotta go.
Come on back.
Yeah.
Less.
Lucas is taking
Frustrating.
it slow, right?
Well,
Taking it slow coming
But
forward.
he's going to continue to get lit up. Lucas really, I think, in their last matchup benefited from the fact that he had cover.
Mhm.
This is a repeat.
Yeah, yep.
PJ beat him the first time.
Yeah, underground cavern. Yeah.
Here comes Flurry.
It's got to feel bad whenever you lose on both.
Oh,
underground
yeah,
and
missed the
open.
shape
Is that
change.
what is this
Just
roll?
shape change. Yep. Yeah, so last click.
Mhm.
Go for the second attack.
Do
Comes
the
out with
thing.
super senses.
Didn't roll the shape change on the second attack.
Because
No, he
gets-
doesn't have it. Yeah, super senses.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's why we were looking at it.
So that's
briefly.
for
That's dead.
Yeah, that's
that's-
100
that's-
points.
That's 100 points.
Painful.
Yeah, but the worst part is now Mistress Death is nowhere near offensively capable as she was. So,
So
Yeah, this is wild, man. Because
His-
he can't. He's got to like try and edge around the map or like go down, but Hulk just picks up the
It's-
slack
it's
whenever
not
he tries
it's
to
not
close
really
the
a
gap.
possible thing, right?
Yeah.
So to me,
Because like Hulk swings for 7,
Right.
right? It's a 14-7. So if he tries to close the gap, Hulk just jumps in with the ants and says, "Get the back," you know. And if he
wait,
tries,
you're here? Oh, I'm so sorry.
if he tries to skirt around with Mr. Seth, Star Fox just goes, "All right, flurry."
well, let's take it another step further. Like, if there's any other sort of interesting combinations or complications that PJ has to deal with, it's like, oh, are you on the edge of elevation? I'm just about to knock you over. Take an additional 2. Like,
And the ability just to sidestep up the ants with stealth to block off line of fire to Star Fox is just silly good.
or just protect anybody.
Right. That,
At this point,
Just like I
they
said
can
before.
they can carry Hulk, and then you can power action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So PJ's, I think the ROC token there in the middle of the map to the like right middle is the gamma. They just have it set aside, and are clicking it. He's
Are there
got a
2
Star
gamma
Fox
bombs?
positioned
There are 2
right
gamma
outside. No, it's just the
2
one gamma bomb that PJ's playing.
Lucas's build, I think, is awkward because he's not really getting the opportunity to take advantage of Mistress Death's trait move tokens, right?
Not in this matchup.
Well, I mean, not in a lot of matchups, right? Because
Well, he spawned me.
oh, did he?
He beat me because I have a bunch of low point dudes.
Well, okay, so if he has the opportunity to snipe off people, then it's really, really good for him because he gets to take advantage of token removal.
Yeah.
I think that Mistress Death, and I think that this is one of the things that made Kenny's team really good, is that he had the ability to kill his own standard figures. And the ability to kill your own standard figures to remove tokens off Mistress Death, I think, is pretty dope.
Yeah.
So, for example, like
Yeah.
Super Henchman, 5-point Super Henchman. Why wouldn't you just run a couple of those and, hey, I want to remove a token. Hey, I
Sure.
want to remove a token.
Yeah.
Sacrifice 5 points. You're giving the points anyways. You're
The-
running death.
The question comes in back with that is you have to have leadership so that you have the actions to do that, or else you're functionally restricting yourself to 2 actions per turn.
Leadership is like candy.
Leadership is like candy, but we're looking at 30. Let's just say a minimum 35-point investment. But that's
It's a 25-point investment.
25-point investment. 2 suited henchmen is 35.
Yeah.
But still, what's wrong with that? For
Well, you
2 turns, I get
Get
to
it
remove
down
a
to
token.
30 off a group, right?
Oh,
Limited.
not in this format.
No. Oh, okay.
But still, I'm okay with that. To be able to take
That is one thing. I think the other thing in this matchup that it becomes really tough is that you cannot use lockjaw defensively. Like you can't put up barrier. You can't really do anything. If you had stealth, you could have.
Okay. Mini Shredder got up into Hulk's business and took him off the 12.
That's big.
It was big.
See, I
And
think
he's running, right, so plus 6 he gets a -2, but he gets a +1 for mini shredder being tiny. So he's got a -1 to his breakaway.
but a
+2 for the
from
lead climb, so he's got a +1 to his breakaway.
No, it's
+1 after all the math.
Yeah,
+2, -2, +1.
But look at the positioning. He's in a bad position because all Hulk just has to do is drop over 1 and knock mini against the wall.
Yeah.
So,
Combat reflexes on mini, yeah.
but he's out in the open. Is he having outwit? He just needs to go to Hank Pym or any of those other.
Well, I think it depending on if Star Fox is double token, if he's not, just power action start with Cap and blast him into oblivion.
Yeah, you could do that too.
If you're gonna go after mini, right? Like you get the ants up.
Oh yeah.
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 And just
this is-
7
and again, the
7 damage straight through takes him.
the
resets
the
him,
follow
right?
ability with the Ant-Man is critical, right?
Mhm.
The running Ant-Man, right? So you just get him up there, and even if Mini can get away with plasticity, it doesn't matter. You're not going to poison my ants to death because they also are addicted to you. And whenever Mini stops, they follow.
Oh. TK and Star Fox. So that's 1.
Yep. He's going for the Star Fox and Mini.
Yeah.
Right. So PJ's rolling breakaway off of the Hulk. Gets it. He's going deep.
Why not?
Yeah.
He's farming points.
He doesn't. The thing is, he doesn't really need to farm points of this. Did he get shape change?
Oh, shape change, yeah.
Yeah, shape change. Like,
Why not just go after mini?
Bat signal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Troll.
No.
Oh no, wait, did he bat signal because he put him back? Or?
Oh no.
No, there's no bat signal.
Put in a second.
I
There
was-
is there is a bat signal. I think you just
That's what I'm saying. Like,
can't
did he
activate,
bat signal?
which is why,
He can't activate it.
Why not?
right? Because he never generates an amp and just keeps it at the bat signal. I haven't seen him do it, and it's just like
Why not?
it's one of the main points of having the bat signal and ants. You just have a free character to process.
Whose whole
Right.
job is to. Same thing with the Gamma Bomb,
I
right?
think the issue
Just put
is
an ant by the Gamma Bomb and keep on rolling.
PJ doesn't even care if Hulk dies. He just said it. I don't even care if he dies.
Well, why would he? Right?
but,
It's 50 points.
It's 50 points.
but if you also
It's one less thing, right? It's one less thing that Lucas has to clear from the board, right? Once Lucas clears all pointed figures, the game's over.
So who's already dead?
Mr. Death died.
Mr.
once.
Seth died once, right? But she's not KO'd. She's not off the map,
Ironheart?
right?
Ironheart's dead?
Ironheart.
And Mini Shredder's dead.
No, is
Ironheart's-
Mini Shredder dead?
Mini Shredder's dead? Star Fox still.
Oh,
Oh, was that Mini Shredder right
where
there?
is Mini Shredder?
Ironheart's still there. At the top of the map.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ironheart's on
Mini
top.
Shredder was down, but
Is he
moved back
over there in
to,
the stealth?
to get Hulk. Yeah.
So Lucas has only
And
lost.
yeah, Hulk's down. Lucas is down by 50 points now that Hulk's dead.
The only way so going back to the ant thing is the main reason I could see why there wasn't an ant left is that your early tempo, if you're going for that empower and taking stuff off the map, you don't have that advantage. It's a tempo advantage that you at first. So like later on, that would be true if, let's just say, Lucas got aggressive, started coming onto the other side of the map.
Yeah, which is what he did. And PJ responded by moving Star Fox up and taking a couple shots and resetting her.
And yeah,
Right.
So I think the play.
But then he left his he basically just threw away his Hulk for no reason.
he did. This is fun.
He did.
Like
Right.
this is a for fun match.
Sure. Yeah.
This is neither of them. I would say functionally need the win.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The Super Qualifier today is just to have a good time.
Right,
Cage
yeah.
300 limited.
Yeah.
But I mean, why not? Why not play out the strat?
It's your teammate, right? Competitive.
Yeah.
Oh, they're on the same. They're on
Yeah.
the same thing. Okay.
You just
So he obviously TK'd back the that signal into a starting zone, right?
with probably
Ant-Man.
Hank Pym.
Yeah.
Hank Pym.
Yeah. So why wouldn't he just TK it next to an ant, right? And he could still get his powers and still do what he needs to do.
Here, 8 levels of professionalism here at ROCtober.
Heck yeah, man. You gotta have music.
Music.
Yeah.
Makes the
Otherwise, it's just a
people-
bunch of dudes sitting around talking.
Oh yeah, I got the.
Yeah.
Makes the people sing. Yeah.
Madonna.
Yeah, I remember this one. That and her one video that just made you feel like you were going to vomit because of the blur lines behind it.
Yeah.
All right, back to Hero.
Suddenly
back
we're
to
talking
Hero.
about Madonna.
Back
Hey.
to Hero Clicks.
It's a good time, right?
Yeah. All right, so. It's
I think it's PJ's turn. He's considering.
How many tokens are left on locked draw?
what is that?
Oh, that's the Gamma Bomb.
Okay, it's
That's just positioned for the Gamma Bomb so that they don't have to set it back to the same place. They know where it is.
Do we know how many tokens are left on locked draw?
Okay.
He has to have
Why is he-
four, at least four,
I want to go see if I can.
because he got blurred.
Okay, he's going against Mistress Death, not the Ironheart.
Wow.
Misses the shape change. Probs the attack. Hits for 3. Oh, he's got to be. No, he can't.
4 tokens left on locked draw.
Yeah, I figured because he got tapped twice earlier. Probably.
Yeah, tapped early. Oh, Lockjaw hit a shape change. So he swung at Mistress Death. He's thinking about hitting Ironheart, which I think, yeah, he's attacking Ironheart.
Which he should have been doing from the get-go.
That's 6.
That's a 3.
Is that 3?
Yeah. Jamming to Madonna at the ROCtober. Heck yeah, Jay. Oh, moves, generates, bat signal. There you go.
There it is.
Yep.
So
Okay.
he's resetting now. Yeah, he's resetting
He's
because
got Lockjaw down to two tokens left, right?
3.
He's got
He hit one,
Ironheart
he
on
hit
click
one shape change.
2.
Right?
You're right, yeah.
He hit one shape change.
But here's the thing now. It's like PJ says, hey, okay, I've hurt you a little bit. I'm still up. I'm going to reset
Mm-hmm.
because I've gone all out. I'm going to reset. Now, the question comes in is Lucas going to try to reset himself? Because if he does, that's going to give the breather PJ needs, and then it's just going to start all over.
Lucas needs to push.
Lucas needs to get aggressive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
He doesn't
think Lucas
have the
will play
ability.
conservative.
Well, how does Lucas get aggressive? TK with Lockjaw and
Yeah,
TK is
Why is Ed whispering? Because the way that the room's acoustics are set up, we have to speak at a very low volume.
Also, my voice is notoriously carried during rock events, and I've influenced matches before, so
you're conscious.
I'm a professional. This isn't Evo. Like, there's not a booth that we're doing all this on, and where we can just yell.
And just
And
yell
say,
at
like,
the
yeah, it's just like that
ideal.
happy birthday just went off there. Didn't you see that?
the finals every year, yeah. One day we'll get a booth, and it'll be sound controlled, and we'll be able to go buck wild.
The GoFundMe to buy the sound booth can be found at.
Dude, I'm not carrying it.
Donate to the Twitch page. Subscribe, follow, host.
Post more rocks. We'll get a sound booth, man.
Right.
Post more rocks. Make.
This is the quietest Ed has ever been.
Oh yeah, I am. Who is that?
I don't know.
What's the
A Canavino.
Okay.
Last time we'll ever hear this part. So yeah, PJ's set. He's just
Yeah, he's gosh dog.
moving up some ants.
the engagement, right?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Engagement with 0 risk. He
Mistress Death got
tapped
tapped. By who?
200 points.
How did she die?
So remember he did something over down there.
Now,
Oh, the Gamma Bomb finished her off.
Oh, ooh.
Nice. Yeah.
so the fact that PJ has the ability to reset, like to really just hardcore reset and
Yeah.
say, hey, we're going. That's another, I think, component that a lot of people just miss with with team structure, right? And Alpha Strikes in general miss the ability to reset.
But see, the problem with most Alpha Strike teams is that with the all-in, you're with a all-in, you're trying to make like a 15-minute game at max. With his strategy, he's like, look, I can be defensive or offensive early game as much as I want to, depending on the map.
Good point in case, right?
His last game.
Last game, PJ versus Isaac. Isaac moved up like one square too far, and PJ closed the gap, killed all 3 Wolverine in 1 turn, and finished the game his next turn. 3-turn game.
Yeah.
Like it was insane.
But-
For a 2-round game.
Yeah, but see, this is the issue when we talk about spatial design. Is Lucas's team is designed for him to gradually approach with the suspicion that no one's going to be able to nuke Mistress Death
Right.
and cause him enough problems. If they do, Minnie is going to come back and sort of rally the troops while Mistress Death gets back into play.
Sure.
But if you have somebody who's just like, yo man, I drop bombs from downtown, and not your downtown to Baghdad.
Right.
I drop bombs from Baghdad to your hometown.
Drone strikes.
Yeah, inverse drone strikes on me.
Well, when you have like a 14-6
14-6 for 8
at
range.
10 range, because right, he perplexes up his own attack.
And then 2
The
perplexes from
empowers,
if you-
plus yeah,
if he needs
14-6 from 10 range.
it. 14-6 from 10 ranges. Is
So
maximum.
he's got the long shot, and then he can bring up Hulk to 14-7.
Well, and also if you count
twice.
the
Lockjaw, sorry. I'm not freaking Lockjaw. For Star Fox range is 8. He perplexes range up to 10, but yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
so the perplexes from the Ant-Man too.
Yep. And then
Oh, yeah, I
and
forgot
then
about the
the
Ant-Man.
Ants
Two
have
perplexes.
power, and he's sitting on Mjolnir, so it's
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the Mjolnir's going to give him the +1 from actual adjacent.
Right, but it's
Right.
still 14 for 6
from a
Yeah.
from
10
10
range.
squares away, and that's
Yeah.
after actually it's 15 squares right?
Yeah,
because
well,
of the movement.
yeah.
Plus the movement. That's the hell.
and
he
the
almost
side
has full
step.
map swing.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like
Absolutely.
you just might as well just say full map swing.
If he wants to, right?
If he
It's-
wants to,
it's-
yeah,
there's-
because
I
he
mean,
has
the
a TK.
The team just has such a a diverse threat range that he can hit you from basically anywhere.
On an open map,
Whenever
which is
he
what
wants.
we're on.
Yeah.
And seeing like that's things like, look, if we just sort of count it down, Hank Pym TK, move out, get the ants in position with all their silliness, then you can do the Captain America thing on Star Fox. That's an additional 4 more movement.
5 or
right?
6, right?
Yeah, you're hitting wherever you
And
want.
I think the Hank Pyms are the real MVP of this game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no
I mean,
question.
come
Right?
on.
TK, perplex, outwit if you need it, ants for days.
And but here's the thing, and I know you and I are both like early ant adopters, but it gets real easy to get greedy with ants.
Ants
in Run 3.
adopters.
Why not?
Run 3.
Right?
He-
So it's obviously not as good as it used to be with the change to leadership, right? Because now with multiple leaderships, but still.
Well, no, I think it's more broke because you can just run up on somebody, generate an ant, and poison them.
Yep.
Like,
Double perplexes the range. So this is a point in case Captain America actions to move Star Fox.
Yeah.
Double perplex the range. Just swing.
It's
Super senses.
That's a Ironheart.
Oh, Ironheart. What's that? 4.
I think that was a 6.
in Captain.
Oh, it must have been a 4 because I think he just took her off the map. Yeah, Ironheart's dead.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like this is.
So yeah, that's 225.
This is where it ends because the moment here's the problem. If Mistress Death dies again,
Moves, generates an ant.
somebody said I beat PJ once, just
Alright.
once. Fever dreams
Oh.
don't count, honey. Fever dreams don't count. I'm just kidding. We're all good fun. Thank you very much for coming in and commenting and watching ROCtober with us. Okay, so yeah,
Okay,
the
now he's
follow.
got-
Yeah, he's on the follow, so there's no way.
That is
Oh,
one.
yep, there it is, the puck.
So it's not the puck; it's the running one. That
It's the
gets
running
follow. Yeah. And
There he is.
there he is. Yeah, there he is.
So now, pretty much Lockjaw or Mr. Steph could not get away.
Lockjaw could pick poison, which would get the one off him.
He could, but then he has to.
But then he's
roll.
there, right?
He's there. Like that's
Yeah.
the problem. Is Lockjaw is then functionally playing defense for Mr. Steph by picking poison every turn because like, at least for 3 turns, because he can sidestep up a Pog for 3 turns. Sorry, 2 more turns in a row. So this turn poison, sidestep up, next turn poison, sidestep the other Pog, the last 3rd turn poison. If you were taking Lockjaw out of the game with a free Pog,
Right.
a free Pog.
It's a thing, Bubba.
Yeah, it is. But it's a free Pog. Like you're.
Any Shredder made his breakaway in the sidestep.
Oh, kill him.
Nope.
Kills 1.
Kills.
But
But
then,
the other 2 follow.
and yeah, just follows.
And now he has 2 pods
Okay.
next to Lockjaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So PJ noticed it, right? He could, if he places both the ants next to Lockjaw, he just picks poison, and that's
Yeah.
it. So he's. Lockjaw gets a quick 4.
So
Oh, Lockjaw's going deep.
Hypersonic.
it won't matter. Like after
Wait,
actually,
hey, phase? It had to be phase.
will not matter. He can just follow
He follows now,
if he chooses to.
which I think he does. You do, right, PJ? Right, PJ?
But see, hold, if we're looking at it from Lucas's perspective, he's trying to limit how many ants that can surround him,
Mm-hmm.
which is the smartest thing he can do at this stage. Oh no, he's going to go and stay and try
Next
to
to
Staying on
Minnie.
Minnie.
That way Minnie can never ping those ants.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
there he goes. Well,
What's Minnie's clip?
again, like spread a diversity threat.
Right.
You go ask. What do you go ask?
Yeah.
Because Minnie, he had to have taken 3 damage, I think, from the Gamma Bomb. PJ's counting on an attack. 3.
Click. He's Minnie on click 3.
That's the Gamma Bomb then.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Gamma Bomb did damage. So he hasn't reset yet. So like Minnie is still in this. So keeping Minnie sort of tied up is a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, he's still based by an ant. Right.
Right.
So
he still has to break away.
he'll never be able to ping that ant.
Right.
Well, as long as tiny. Yeah, but
Follow.
if you're still mindful of that, then you're constantly keeping trying to rotate out Hank Pym and Tiny Death, which is doable because you don't need Yellow Jacket because you don't need Exploit.
No.
Not at this stage.
The ant should never be attacking, right? If the tiny ant should never be attacking. Giant ants do.
Well, here's the thing: tiny ants can attack because of Trouble Alert if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the but: Trouble Alert.
Sideline space for the ant-man, though.
Yeah, you're restricting yourself to Firestorm and Green Lantern.
And even then, if you're playing Ant-Man correctly, it's your entire set.
You would have to have 2 box sets though.
And?
If fair enough. I only have one. Dude, I only have 1, so. But this is PJ clearly has 2.
I mean, but you need to, right, to run this team, to run the tech effectively. You need 2 ant.
Trying to figure out a way to surround Mr. Steph and Lockjaw with ants.
Well,
Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
this is I thought it's one you don't clean up. This is how you get ants.
Lucas isn't cleaning up the ants, man.
Should have brought the raid.
Alright, so he's trying to stop easy progression through the transitional stage. So he's trying to stop it so Lockjaw can't hypersonic speed or charge up. Because he blocked off the transitional spaces.
Forcing Lockjaw to pick poison.
Picks poison, yeah.
Yeah. But again, exactly like I said,
Then Lockjaw sits there.
Lockjaw sits there. He
You've
does not
accomplished nothing. You've scored no points. You've not advanced your cause.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Poison is a defensive move.
Like in this situation, yes, I 100% agree. Like, you almost have to just say, screw it, come base the Ant-Mans and force them to roll breakaway. And then the moment you do that, like
You got to pray. You got to pray.
You have to, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Lucas did score an Ant-Man, too.
Mm.
He's got a Wasp and a Hulk and the Gamma Bomb, so he's at 105.
He's still got to kill him. He's
But
got to
he's
score
got
Star
a team
Fox.
wipe, yeah.
He's got to score Star Fox.
Yeah, but he lost Mr. Death twice.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
So the thing is, right, like, there's not an inconsiderable amount of time left in the round. Like, Lucas has time. He's got to figure out a way of closing the gap and finishing this off.
Well, and also, PJ's build, ants in general, and I realize that we're spending a lot of time talking about ants. There are definitely other more complex portions of this build, but
I
it's
thought we were
really
gonna
the
talk
ants
about
that
hero
really
wars.
work. Right? They're demoralizing. Right?
As
Yeah,
much
they
as they like
They really
the
put on the
decisions.
blinders.
Yeah.
Right?
So, like, what is it? The negative space theory? Yeah, so, like, negative space theory, it goes like this. Wherever there's, like, open negative space, the eye doesn't go there. Wherever there's, like, a clump of whatever color, your mind goes there. So, like, if you have a clump of figures together, your mind will go there. It's one of the main reasons people forget that they have, like, a palm back in the starting area.
Right.
Like, Leslie Evans is still there, and that if he'd been, like, moving up this entire time, you would have had that
Outwit is
Yep.
useful.
Yeah. So it's
Oh.
the ants have the ability to put a massive
Larry
psychological
Mistress Death.
Barry Mr.
No shape change.
Fail shape change.
For 5, I think, because of the 2 ants.
Yeah, that looks like a reset. Yeah, that looks like a reset. That's
game.
It's not.
no, hold on, wait. Second flurry. So shape change.
Super
Senses.
That's a reset.
Yeah. So the question comes in is, this is the finals. Does Lucas fight it? How much does Lucas fight it out? Because he has to wipe down.
Yeah.
There's no choice. He has to wipe.
Well, he's had to have the entire game. Basically.
I think you go into a Mistress Death build accepting the fact that you probably have to wipe.
Yeah.
I think you have to do that. Which, again, not that I'm just trying to beat the dead horse, but I think that goes back to my original thing about the build, is that it doesn't have the disposable characters tokens on Mistress Death to keep her doing stuff.
More importantly, too, is that, like, with Lockjaw as your TK, that's one less prob you have.
It's a 75-point TK.
It's a 75-point TK. It's one less prob you have, but the other issue comes in is you have to be committed to having using Mistress Death with Pulse Wave up top dial instead of just using a melee attack.
Sure.
And that's really limiting when you're saying that Lockjaw is your TK.
Right.
And again, some people might be saying, like, you're being hard on Lucas. And I'm
No,
not.
I mean,
It's just-
Lucas he's got a solid team.
He's got a solid team.
He's
It's
piloted
just-
to the finals.
Lucas is a great
Great
player.
player. It's just
Great player.
this
He's got a great
matchup.
record.
PJ's team is just so much to deal with.
Yeah, it is a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Like, the biggest problem I look at with Mistress Death, looking at Lucas's team, is that Lucas would have to play Mistress Death completely different in terms of getting her mobile out there. Boom, my first thing is I pulse wave all your ants, screw you.
One of my teammates, I'll never forget this. It was my Ant-Man build, which was 3 Ant-Men, super rare Captain America, which granted them all leadership. Whenever that was a thing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And whenever he wasn't, whenever leadership was not a unique modifier,
Phasing.
right? So I could roll like 4 or 5 leaderships in a turn and
Chooses stealth.
get like 8 actions.
He's trying to get Lockjaw in. So.
My teammate Michael Smith, who you know,
Hmm.
he played Superman build, Shifty Focus Superman with Trinity War Bats, and he perplexed down Trinity War Batman's attack to AoE Pulse Wave and not hit his own stuff.
His range, you mean?
No, his own attack.
Ooh.
Oh.
To just Pulse Wave the ants and not hit his own stuff.
He's got a.
And that's what he should have been doing with Mistress Death. Just Pulse Wave the ants. Get him off, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this situation, I know it sounds bad.
Alright.
Probably forfeiting
Lucas is.
Just
You don't. What are you going to do with Mjolnir? What's it going to net you, right? Who on this team really does Mistress Death Touch of Death token affect?
That's Lockjaw. Pushed Cap off of the special to put Star Fox adjacent for a flurry. That's 2 tokens off, and then moved Ant-Man, created an ant and poison for the last token.
Done and done.
Yeah.
Done and done.
Yeah.
But where does the touch of that token come into play in this game?
But see, like really more realistically, it's like if Mistress Death hits any of the Ant-Mans for 3, they're dead.
They're dead.
If you hit cap,
Right.
it would be 4. At
Dead.
50 points, he's dead. Star Fox will hit the stop. Star Fox will hit the stop, but you have
Which
to
is how far he would go, no matter how hard you hit him.
hit
Right.
anyway. And then if you hit Hulk for 3, it'll be 4. He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, Mjolnir doesn't help as much.
So he should have been playing Mr. Step as an AO. She's the raid.
She's the raid. Yeah. Okay, that
And
again-
Jay said they've been through like 20 times this game.
really
Yeah. That's it's
is this kid.
a high amount of turns for a HeroClix game.
Well, not only that,
Well,
you're
it's-
also talking about 2 highly professional players.
Skilled players who don't. There's no dilly dallying.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no take 5
PJ
minutes
is
to
not
figure
a
out I need
slow
to
player.
sidestep.
He knows exactly what he's doing every
Yeah.
turn. He's got a few turns ahead, thought out.
Not only that, like I play test against Lucas all the time. Like Lucas is a beast.
Mhm.
Like even when he's relaxed. So
Yeah.
like hell, he's one of the main reasons I won a Super Q this year.
Mhm.
Like definitely.
I have one of my locals playing alternate reveal.
Thank you. I have to give props to Lucas too on
So
that.
we have to take the overlay out. It's just death, just chilling.
Are there
Okay,
any,
so-
are there any other figures on the map?
Yeah, mini shredder.
Mini Shredder's still there.
Yeah, like this is
Over.
this is functionally respectively over
Yeah.
unless a southern wind comes.
Let's also
Southern wind.
at dawn look to the east.
Gandalf.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like
Right.
freaking. The only other thing is, I don't know if he has any trouble there on the sideboard. Like he crit misses with mini, calls in.
Man.
I don't think anything helps you.
Oh, the ants have plasticity? That's why Mini keeps failing his breakaway rolls.
Hold on, what? When did the
Wait.
no,
What Ant-Man
No.
gives
I
plasticity?
don't know.
no.
Somehow Mini just keeps failing his breakaway rolls.
I don't think there's an
No, I
Ant-Man
don't
that
think
gives
Mini has
plasticity.
plasticity.
Mini does have
Mini has
plasticity.
plasticity.
No, Mini
but
plasticity. Ants have plasticity. My
I
bad.
don't think that there's one that gives it.
I don't know.
No, because if that was the case, some of my games would have been way the hell different.
Mini might not have. Well, Mini might be
On
too deep on his style. Yeah, he might be off
He
his
took
plasticity.
He's on click 3. Yeah, he was on click 3.
Oh yeah, and he's
So he's
So
standard.
he's just trying to break
I was-
away,
I
no
was about to
sidestep.
say.
That's
Woo,
what's
standard
going on.
breakaway.
That's harsh, dude.
Yeah, he's just going in for the. He's going for maximum poison.
And you can't blame him. The other thing, I wonder, well,
Oh, he's gonna start making attacks on Mini.
has anyone seen a single giant ant?
Doesn't have an incentive to.
There's no reason.
There's no reason to. Like the standard tiny ants just do enough.
Willpower blades.
Willpower blades is not bad, and a 10 attack is not bad. But when you are functionally dinking your opponent's team every turn for 1, regardless, like, yeah.
Wasp is
Ants
just-
are attacking. Oh, the empower.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because they
9/4.
they
Yeah. That's savage. Mr. Steph is still there. Lucas is.
demoralized.
Yeah, he's pretty much done. He's gonna play it through. I think.
And like I said, that's the effect of the ants, right?
Critical? No critical. Critical miss. Bringing in Troubler.
Ooh, gets energy explosion on the ants.
Gets him.
Super senses.
No super senses.
Wow. And now Mini's free. I wonder. He needed that trouble earlier in the game.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
sure.
I think Firestorm could make a difference in this game if he was around.
Yeah.
Right. because TK with Lockjaw to Firestorm, then
Star Fox flurrying on Mistress Death. No super senses. She's
Dead.
KO'd again. Reset Mistress Death.
400 plus points.
Lucas's dice are not favoring him in this game.
Well, he only has
He's
one
missed
roll.
he
has one.
he's missed a lot of shape changes. He's missed the super senses. He's missed breakaways with
But
Mini Shredder.
The
you know, like,
breakaways are up there.
it's not just the rollouts. It's just like in general, like right, being able to maneuver successfully.
And it's funny because PJ's build is based on passive damage and high attack values.
Yeah.
Right? So one strong element
Like,
of his
he's
damage
been-
output, he doesn't even roll dice.
Yeah,
right?
he's been saying like I need to hit a 3, I need to hit a 4, I need to hit a 5.
Mhm.
You know, he hasn't had to hit anything higher than a 6. Which, I mean, when you have a prob, you have rerolls, you have team probability control, you're gonna get those hits.
Right. So then Lucas's only prayer is robots.
Robots?
Robots.
Oh, rollouts. Yes, yeah.
Since I have returned,
Yeah, Captain America needs to heal.
yeah, Mistress Death one shots cap.
One shot's cap, but also like he doesn't have access to the move special
It's
anymore.
only on click 2.
He's on click
On
2.
click.
Yeah, his first click.
So one shot.
So yeah, again, like Lockjaw had to pick poison and do nothing to deal with the ants. Mini Shredder sidestep back, moves forward just to deal with the ants.
Right. If I have to token a third of your bid, if I can token a third of your bill for you to score 0 points, I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's functionally just like, remember Ares?
Mhm.
And he had that like you must fight. Like it's functionally you must fight. What the hell's going on there?
So mini.
Hank Pym is carrying an ant. Carries Hank Pym.
Yeah, because he flies. Wasp.
Yeah.
Wasp on the board.
What's he bringing up the figure for? What's the ant bringing up the character for?
I don't know how that happened.
Maybe it's close to like. end of
Which
game.
Ant-Man is that?
Maybe some sort of time's been called. It looks like the Hank Pym Ant-Man. I can't be certain.
Oh, if it's Hank Pym Ant-Man, then the ants don't fly.
Right.
Now, if it's tiny size, he could have carried.
They said don't press out your breakaway.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't want your breakaway. I was trying to double breakaway.
Rolled a 1 on the breakaway.
It's like when you hear certain things, you're just like, huh? Yeah, like
Somebody
Mrs.
had a
Death.
creative moment right here on this wall.
Phasing in deep.
what the heck? Oh, somebody tried to do graffiti.
Poison resets Mini Shredder, and PJ puts him next to Star Fox.
Boom! Get over here.
And
Scorpion.
like PJ's down to 3 characters, right? But he's just playing with such confidence, you know.
Well, it's just like, look, he knows what he has to do, and functionally, he knows that he's fine as long as he doesn't just do something stupid. He doesn't have to account for
Right.
a bunch of different
He
things.
just locks in Mistress Death. I think she's double tokened anyway. Mini Shredder's reset.
So much of the game is a mental thing, right? I mean, it's all a mental thing. But you're talking about the confidence that PJ was playing with.
That's Mini Shredder.
If LeBron James was not confident, he would not be LeBron James,
Right.
Dang, dude.
right? So
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, reset. Mini Shredder's done.
Yeah, make sure it's done. Here's
And
the thing now:
Mistress
is
Death
if
is
Mr.
double
Death dies, if
It's
Mistress
over.
Death dies, it's over.
Yeah.
There's no other figures on board.
So if you know what you have to do and you're capable of doing it, you need to be confident about it. Because if you second guess, you doubt, you will mess up.
But you know the most important thing about this is Lucas has it.
Mr.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that-
Stuff is her shape change off of Captain America's charge.
Yeah.
She clears. Last round. Last game.
But yeah, like I'm proud of my guys. This is a very good
That was a
showing.
wild game.
Yeah. Top 3 Phoenix Nest. I mean, we're fun. This is a fun tournament, but it's still something for us to be proud of. And the biggest thing that I like with this final round for anybody to just take a takeaway from it is like be adaptable with your team.
Yeah.
Just do not say like I just do this. Like just say like, you know what? My opponents expect me to play this way. Screw this. I'm gonna play it like that.
Yep.
And I have to say it. It's like there is no lack of play for either players. It's just like if Lucas played the raid option that Wes brought up, it's a different game. It's a different game because we already made it clear. It's like Mistress Death one-shots every one of his figures minus Star Fox.
Yeah.
And when you have that much pressure,
You don't need Mjolnir.
you don't need Mjolnir. Yeah.
Also, I mean, I think what it boils down to is
Bad signal. Yeah.
That signal is
the diversity of threat that
Wild.
PJ has.
That's the finals for the Super Qualifier. PJ takes it down.
Yeah.
Undefeated. 5-0.